I haven't told the story in a minute. I graduated my freshman class at Cass Tech High School. One of the largest classes in the history of the school. We had over 1,400 freshmen, and the school had 4,000 students. We graduated 602 freshmen. That means over 800 people did not make it from that freshman year to that senior year. Now, of that 602, guess what yours truly shook out? 346. I was number 346. And if you run the numbers, 346 is in the bottom half of the class. I'm at the bottom half of the class, okay? 6 of us now have doctorates. I'm one of the 6. So you run them numbers. 346 out of 602, and now 6 of us have doctorates. Nobody wasn't looking at that class and saying, doop, 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 doop. That one right there, all the way in the bottom 50%, that's the one that's going to be a doctor too. No National Honor Society. I graduated, I skate by on a 3.02 with an ROTC scholarship. So no, 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 no. But I was not about to let myself down. So they might not have known, but I knew that I could be a bad mofo too. All right. Worrying that imperfections or shortcomings will make other people think less of you. My pleasure. So worrying that imperfections or shortcomings will make other people think less of you. Kevin just watched one of my earlier live videos yesterday or the day before yesterday when I was figuring things out to include how to handle trolls. That dog don't hunt over here no more. I didn't let that stop me. Today is day 461 of me going live every single day. I did not let the fact that at the time I started going live on TikTok, I forgot how many thousands of followers I had. It's gone up slightly. I didn't let the fact that I didn't know what I was doing, that I was a micro influencer and macro influencer said go live as much as you can and ignore the trolls. I didn't have an agenda. I didn't have a set time. I didn't have a topic other than my normal topics, but it was nowhere near as organized as it is now and as coherent as it is now. And I actually didn't stop. I didn't let what could have been considered a shortcoming or what people were going to think. Oh my goodness, what are they going to think? Even now, as I'm a novice in studying the brain, only been at this a couple months, I'm not letting that stop me because I know a lot. I've learned a lot since October 1st about the brain, probably more than people who have been studying for a long time, because I can tell you what part it is and how to use it in order for you to become your best. So I say that's pretty doggone good since I've only been studying it for real, since October 1st of last year. And so do not let these shortcomings stop you to the point where you're not ever going to get started. Everybody was a failure until they weren't. It's just part of the equation to success. Oh, welcome from India. Worrying that you will disappoint others if you fail. So worrying sits right here in the amygdala with the anxiety and everything else. And so you can't disappoint people if you fail. If they're disappointed, then they're unaccountable people and fuck them. That's just how I see that. When you are a real leader and you're holding yourself personally accountable, you're going to fail. I have failed many a times. I have failure is not an option in my book. And I talk about the times that I failed until I succeeded on purpose so that you can understand that it's just all part of the process. So if you are worrying that you're going to okay, you are a CEO, great. If you are worried that you are going to disappoint others if you fail, you're in the wrong room. You're in the wrong room. Now, you can feel the fear and do it anyway is a book that Kevin is reading. He started a book group with that from Susan Jeffers. So fear is natural. You're going to feel it because you have an amygdala and you are a human being. But do it anyway is the second half of the title of that book. Okay, welcome. I am lecturing now, so I've said welcome to you. Grab some note-taking materials and start listening and taking notes. Okay? Now, in some cases, the fear of failure may cause you to avoid trying altogether. You may just say, I'm not going to do this. And now you have a hijacked amygdala and you are experiencing freeze. Now you're not going to do anything. You're just not going to do it. Don't want to talk about it. You don't want to bring it up. I know people who have said they were going to be writing a book and they're almost 60 years old and their grandchildren are in high school and they're supposed to have been wrote this doggone book and the book ain't here. Just because of the fear. We were supposed to have a conference call with me before COVID started. And we 5 years on the other side, at 4 years on the other side, 5 years of it starting, and there is no book. So you can let the fear of failure cause you to avoid trying all together. And that is no bueno.